Hero Cycles India Health and Wellness Summit and Awards 2014, powered by Yes Bank. Now for the auspicious start of the summit, we begin with the lamp lighting ceremony.
We are dedicatedly working for the push, the reach of hospitals and clinics to far corners of India so that healthcare does not remain a prerogative of urban and affluent Indians. Innovative ideas have always been encouraged by our government, and I support any new thoughts that this summit brings forward.
I think this wellness is an important initiative. I will definitely be interested to know the conclusions of your deliberations, and I'll definitely take these issues and your suggestions forward to the logical conclusion.
It is an immense honor for me to invite you and to ask you to join us in a session of thinking, reflecting and planning on where India needs to go to achieve health for 1.2 billion people.
When we come to the silos, naturally, today medicine or tertiary care particularly, every disease group requires a team. And it just cannot be managed by one endocrinologist alone. And that is what they have to come out of their silos.
Have we really tried to figure out what exactly are the interventions that we need to do to really make our life better or create better wellness? It's very important. Healthcare per se is very important, but there are a lot of things that are affected, and that's something that we really need to look at.
Health is wealth. Water, sanitation, both come first. And we are not adopting the Indian methods.
Is this question that often is asked, especially in a country like India, but why do we need a focus on public health when there is enough private health? That is something that we need to understand to be able to make this strong point that we need that extra investment in healthcare that we are all talking about.
There has to be a way that it has to be public, private, NGO as a circle which will ensure that it's a win-win for each of them.
I think it's very difficult to deliver health if you want to do it without having basic facilities where you can, for example, have at least say minor operations or deliveries, where you have some nurses, where you have some doctors. And I think that really is the crux.
What you're doing is you're making healthcare fairly equitable as a brand. And that's something which is actually not happening at the moment.
We need to start focusing on prevention. We need to start looking at how is it that we can keep people healthy? How is it that we can keep people fit?
The basic thing that we have to develop that trained doctors go in the villages.
Non-availability of manpower, whether clinical, non-clinical, lack of people to put up that infrastructure and manage that infrastructure, and appropriate technology to be used in there. All those are challenges which are widely known, widely acknowledged, but very few solutions coming out of it.
Today, over here, we will be recognizing the excellence and contribution of healthcare leaders, practitioners and organizations in the year 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, going on to the first category of award, it is Compassionate Patient Care Hospital of the Year.
The winner is Sir Gangara Hospital, Narayan Gundrayala Private Limited.
Fortis Hospital Limited, Bangalore. Civitron Healthcare.
Dr. Anshuman Kumar. Apollo Monich Health Institute.
Dr. Anup Mishra.
Winner Dr. Rashmi Shetty.
The winner is Biocon Foundation.
The Lifetime Achievement in Medical Care, Dr. Ashok Seth.
I've been fortunate enough in the last 30 years to actually see the biggest advancements of science in cardiovascular treatment, and have been fortunate enough to contribute to it as well.
pioneering role in the medical cosmetic range, Dr. Jamana Pai.
I hope this is not what you're considering the end of the road, because I feel I've just begun.
As I stand here to give out the vote of thanks, I realize that the first people I should thank is the august gathering here, which has been very cooperative and appreciative and has given us enough strength to conduct this event.